Welcome in, folks. I hope you guys are doing well. I just decided to do this at the last minute, and I've been having in my brain to do some songs that are about certain places. And there's a ton of songs about Texas and some other places, and probably a lot of other stuff that you guys can think of that I can't. So we're going to kick it off with a little God Bless Texas, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Let me know if everything sounds okay once we get going here. I've seen a lot of places, I've been around the world. I've seen some pretty faces, been with some beautiful girls. But after all I've witnessed, one thing still amazes me. Just like a miracle, you gotta see to believe. 'Cause God blessed Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land, and gave them a place where we could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. First he let the sun shine, then he made the waters deep. Who's in Texas out there? And then he gave us moonlight for all the world to see. Well, everybody knows that the Lord works in mysterious ways. He took a rest, then on the very next day. 'Cause God blessed Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land, and gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. I'm gonna drop it a key because I meant to drop it a key and forgot. God bless Texas with his own hand, brought down angels from the promised land, and gave them a place where they could dance. If you want to see heaven, brother, here's your chance. Well, I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. Like that bass breakdown right there. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. I've been sent to spread the message. God bless Texas. Hey, yeah. Ba-da-da-doom. Like I said, there's tons of songs about places in Texas. I found a few from other places out there, but if you can think of a particular song from that mentions a place in it, and I know it, I'll give it a whirl. Here's one about Dallas. Good old Alan Jackson song. Dallas packed her suitcase and drove off in the brand new car I bought her. She made leaving me look easy. I wish he'd made it look a little harder. Yeah, I took her out of Texas when she was just a girl. But old Tennessee and me couldn't take Texas out of her. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee, and I could move Texas east. then she'd be here with me. Then nothing else would come between the two of us. Oh, if Dallas was in Tennessee. That's a good one, Andy. That's a really long song. I know bits and pieces of it. I may have to sing you a chorus or a verse out of the 22 verses that are in it. By now she's leaving Memphis and everything we had behind her. Lord, I hope the gold band on her hand will serve as a reminder that true love is a treasure that's very seldom found, that you can't stay together if there's no common ground. Oh, how I wish Dallas was in Tennessee. If I could move Texas east, then she'd be here with me. Then nothing else would come between the two of us. Oh, if Dallas was in Tennessee. Oh, if Dallas was in Tennessee. Dallas packed her suitcase and drove off in a brand new car I bought her. All right, Andy, I'm trying to look up your song because I don't know how the whole thing goes, but it looks like there's 22 verses. It's the one that goes, out in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl. That's about all I know. All right, this one's for my dad. He loves some Charlie Pride. Well, is anybody going to San Antonio? And then we'll do a George Strait song. Rain dripping off the brim of my hat. It sure is cold today. Here I am walking down 66. Wish he hadn't done me that way. Sleeping under a table at a roadside park. A man could wake up dead, but it sure seems warmer than it did sleeping in our king-size bed. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Wind whipping down the neck of my shirt like I ain't got nothing on, but I'd rather fight the wind and rain than what I've been fighting at home. Yonder comes a truck with the U.S. mail, people writing letters back home. Tomorrow she'll probably want me back, but I'll still be just as gone. Is anybody going to San Antonio or Phoenix, Arizona? Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Any place is alright as long as I can forget I've ever known her. Some good old dancing songs here. I never was a big fan of that song, and then I heard it a couple times here recently, a couple other people doing it, and I thought it sounded really cool. Anybody have any exes out there? Do they live in Texas? Got to do some George. Little Texas swing here. Grab your partners. All my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I'd dearly love to be. I'd be all my exes live in Texas. Did you do all your homework? And that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Rosanna's down in Texarkana, wanted me to push her broom. Sweet Eileen in Abilene, she forgot I hung the moon. And Allison's in Galveston somehow lost her sanity. And Dimples, who now lives in Temple's, got the law looking for me. And all my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I'd dearly love to be. And all my exes live in Texas. And that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Ken, you still in here? I'll do you a song next. I got a Johnny Cash song I can do for you. I remember that old Brazos River where I learned to swim. But it brings to mind another time when I wore my welcome thin. By transcendental meditation, I go there each night. But I always come back to myself long before daylight. And all my exes live in Texas. And Texas is a place I'd dearly love to be. And all my exes live in Texas. And that's why I hang my hat in Tennessee. Some folks think that I'm hiding. It's been rumored that I died. But I'm alive and well in Tennessee. Yeah, make sure you straighten up or fly right so you don't end up in Folsom Prison. Where is Folsom Prison at? I don't even know what state that's in. Somebody look it up and tell me. We do a little Folsom Prison blues here for Ken if he's still in here. If not, I'm doing it anyway. I hear the train a-comin', it's rolling round the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. But I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. Let's forget that low note. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. I think I did know that, Andy. Thank you. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. do a song next about Miami. I bet there's rich folks eating from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. I like hitting that low F. It's better than a high F. One more round. Here we go. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I'd bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. Hey, Samantha, hope you're doing well. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. All right. Oh, how about a little Keith Whitley? A little Miami, Miami. Anybody remember this one back in the, was it around 1986, it says. I know some of these people watching weren't even born in 1986. Hey, Miss Holly. Good to see you. We're singing songs about places. Kind of interesting thing. Well, everybody talks about the California quakes, but the first time I ever felt the earth shake was in Miami. When Amy touched me, oh, it took me. I told her I loved her and I wanted to stay, but she said, be sure, and I'll call you in L.A. Even in the taxi, I could hear my telephone ring, calling me from Miami. Miami. What took you so long? I thought you'd never call. Miami. Miami, Miami, Miami loves me after all. Andy got a wrench. Where'd that come from? Now Amy just called and said, please come back. Said, I'm on my way, babe, I ain't even unpacked. I want you, I love you, that's all she had to say. And goodbye, L.A. Now once again I'm Miami bound. Can't wait till this plane touches down. Hey Nadia, 'cause I know my Amy will be waiting at that Miami gate. I can't wait, Miami, Miami. What took you so long? I thought you'd never call. Miami, oh Miami. Miami, Miami loves me after all. Miami, Miami loves me after all. Oh, I'll do it. It's on here too. I just don't know what key to do it in. Hey, Ion, I hope you're doing well. I see the group text message went out to my students, and now they're popping on here. But let's see what I can do. Yeah, Andy, I did an obligatory Charlie Pride, Johnny Cash. Yeah, I got it, and George Strait. I got to do a little bit of everything. But now I got to do an obligatory Reba McEntire. This might be fun, so I'm probably going to fall on my face. So go ahead and send that group text message out. See what happens with this one. He was on his way home from Candletop. Been 2 weeks gone and he thought he'd stop at Webb's and have him a drink before he went home to her. Andy Wolo and said hello. He said, hi, what's new and whoa? Said, sit down, I got some bad news that's gonna hurt. Said, I'm your best friend and you know that's right, but your young bride ain't home tonight. Since you've been gone, she's been seeing that Amos boy Seth. Now he got mad and he saw red, and he said, boy, don't you lose your head, 'cause to tell you the truth, I've been with her myself. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, 'cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. And he got scared and he left the bar, walking on home 'cause he didn't live far, you see. And he didn't have friends and he just lost him one. Brother thought his wife must have left town, so he went home and finally found the only thing Daddy had left him, and that was a gun. He went off to Andy's house, slipping through the backwoods quiet as a mouse. Came upon some tracks too small for Andy to make. He looked through the screen at the back porch door, and he saw Annie lying on the floor in a puddle of blood, and he started to shake. The Georgia patrol was making their rounds, so he fired a shot just to flag him down. A big-bellied sheriff grabbed his gun and said, why'd you do it? The judge said guilty on a make-believe trial, slapped the sheriff on the back with a smile, said supper's waiting at home and I gotta get to it. Hey, Andrew, good to see you. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. But don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, 'cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. Where they hung my brother before I could say the tracks he saw while on his way to Andy's house and back that night were mine. And his cheating wife had never left town. That's one body that'll never be found. You see, little sister don't miss when she aims her gun. And that's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Well, don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, 'cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Don't trust your soul to no backwoods southern lawyer, 'cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. All right, Miss Holly, I've got some Okie from Muskogee, and then I've got Tulsa Time from Don Williams. I can do that. Let's see. Let's do a little Okie from Muskogee first, and you tell me if you want me to do the Tulsa Time too. I'll do that one. Let's see what we got here. It's on here somewhere. Here it is. We don't smoke marijuana in Muskogee. We don't take our trips on LSD. We don't burn our draft cars down on Main Street. 'Cause we like living right and being free. We don't make a party out of loving, but we like holding hands and pitching woo. I love that line, pitching woo. We don't let our hair grow long and shaggy, but we do our beards, let me tell you. Like the hippies out in San Francisco do. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. Thanks, Miss Holly. A place where even squares can have a ball. We still wave old glory down at the courthouse. And white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. Leather boots are still in style for manly footwear. Who's got some boots? Beads and Roman sandals won't be seen. Football's still the roughest thing on campus. Hide your face there, Andy. And the kids here still respect the college dean. And I'm proud to be an Okie from Muskogee. A place where even squares can have a ball. We'd still wave old glory down at the courthouse. Yeah, we do. And white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all. And white lightning's still the biggest thrill of all.
In Muskogee, Oklahoma, USA.
All right. Andrew, you're in Texas, aren't you? We're doing songs tonight about places, and 18 million of these songs are about Texas. In fact, let's do one more here from Texas. I don't know what town are you close to? How about a little Lukenbach, Texas? The only two things in life that make it worth living is guitars to tune and firm feeling women. I don't need my name in the marquee lights. I've got my song and I've got you with me tonight. Maybe it's time we got back to the places of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, with Willin' and Willie and the boys. I happen to have that one all queued up, Miss Holly, for you. This successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and McCoys. Between Hank Williams pain songs, Blueberries train songs, and Blue Eyes crying in the rain. Out in Lukenbach, Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain. That's cool. We did Alan Jackson Dallas earlier for you. So baby, let's sell your diamond ring, buy some boots and faded jeans and go away. This coat and tie is choking me. In your high society, you cry all day. We've been so busy keeping up with Jones, a 4-car garage, and we're still building on. Maybe it's time we got back to the basics of love. Let's go to Lukenbach, Texas, Waylon and Willie and the boys. This successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and the Coys. Between Hank Williams paint songs and Newberry's train songs and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Lukin by Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. All right, come on, Willie. Let's go to Lukin by Texas. Wheeling and Willie and the boys. Okay, that's enough of that. This successful life we're living's got us feuding like the Hatfields and the Coys. Between Hank Williams paint songs and Jerry Jeff train songs and blue eyes crying in the rain. Out in Lukin by Texas, there ain't nobody feeling no pain. That's a good one, Miss Ann. Get on down on the Chattahoochee River. Oh, Freddie, good to see you. Duke fan, are you? Yeah, so here in North Carolina, things are going to be kind of tense here over the next week as we got Duke and UNC playing each other in the Final Four for the NCAA basketball tournament. I don't really have a dog in the fight because I went to NC State. The girls' team still playing on NC State. They were our number 1 seed. But anyway, thank you guys so much for the request. Holly, I will definitely do the Country Roads Take Me Home. That was going to be my big finale, too. We'll do that one. And then Miss Ann will do Chattahoochee. And then I saw a couple requests there from Andrew, but I think that was before he knew what the theme was. So if you can think of something else, if not, I can do some of those that you requested as well. Just to let you guys know that your tips are always appreciated because I can't really monetize these videos, these live streams, which is okay. I do this for fun because I just enjoy it. And, you know, if I share that with the audience that I have here, whoever wants to pop in and say hello, I always do appreciate you doing that. But we have channel memberships if you're on YouTube, like Holly from Whiskey and Hardtack. You can see if you're watching on YouTube, she's got nice green text there and then a little banjo icon next to it. She came in as a super supporter for $4.99 a month. There's also $1.99 a month, so make it really cheap for you guys if you're interested in that. And then the super chat's open. And then I think I pinned the my PayPal as well. So that's enough of my sales pitch. That's all you will get from me. And let's do a little Chattahoochee here. Let me pull that up. If I can spell it. I don't think I can spell it. Oh boy. Why is it not coming up? Let's do it this way. Here we go. Oh, yeah, Andrew, that's a good one. I'll do that too. Thank you for that. Oh, I got to do this without any words. It's not coming up. Here we go. Well, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber on the Georgia asphalt. Got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much a muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Aww. Well, we fogged up the windows in my old Chevy. I was willing, but she wasn't ready. So I settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. Down by the river on a Friday night, a pyramid of cans in the pale moonlight. Talking about cars and dreaming about women. Never had a plan, just a living for the minute. Yeah, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, never knew how much a muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. Yeah. Can't be an Alan Jackson song without hee-hawing a little bit on it. Andrew, I saw you became a super supporter. Thank you so much, my man. They won't let me put it on the screen. Chattahoochee, never knew how much a muddy water meant to me. But I learned how to swim and I learned who I was. A lot about living and a little about love. A lot about living and a little about love. Play that guitar. Hey. That's right. You guys are coming up with some great requests. I appreciate that. We're going to keep it rolling here. Good morning, America. How are you? That's about all I know on that one. I'm going to have to go back and listen to it and practice it up. Oh, y'all making me hot. Take my coat off. We'll do your West Virginia song next, Miss Holly. Thank you, Miss Ann. I do appreciate that. That was a good one. Ever since the days of old, men would search for wealth untold. They dig for silver and for gold and leave the empty holes. And way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass sways, the eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminole. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long-lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminoles, the alligators and the gar. Miss Holly, I got one I know that you will like. How about the one that's got Muhlenberg County in it? Little John Prine for you. That sounds like your kind of song. Oh, thank you so much. Progress came and took its toll, and in the name of flood control, they make their plans and they drain the land. Now the glades are going dry. And the last time I walked in the swamp, I sat up on a cypress stump. I was so close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I'm calling to you like a long-lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminoles, the alligators and the gar. Well, Holly's kids gets to stay up an extra 5 minutes tonight. Live it up, kids, live it up. I thought that'd be your kind of song. What state is Muhlenberg County in? Is it Kentucky or West Virginia? I have a feeling it's one of those two. Love this last chord on the piano. I figured it might be Kentucky. We're trying to get a lot of the states in tonight. That was Florida right there. We already did a Miami song as well. So this one, I'm going to do the best I can on it. A little Muhlenberg County here. When I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky. There's Kentucky where parents were born. And there's a backwards old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Well, sometimes we travel right down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Arity Hill, how's that? Where the air smells the snakes, so we'd shoot with our pistols. But empty pop bottles was all we would kill. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Hey, Billy, good to see you, my man. Then the coal company came with the world's largest shovel. They tortured the timber and stripped all the land. Well, they dug for their coal till the land was forsaken. Then they wrote it all down as the progress of man. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. When I die, let my ashes flow down the Green River. Let my soul roll on up to the Rochester Dam. I'll be halfway to heaven with paradise waiting, just 5 miles away from wherever I am. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. All right, Miss Holly, you got to stay around for the next one too, since you requested it. Last one. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, hey Nick, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water. Dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear a voice in the morning hours. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. And driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads. Thank you, Nick. Country roads. Ah, you can't beat a classic song. Thank you so much. Let's see, where do we want to go next? Well, while we're doing country Americana kind of songs, why not do a bluegrass song? Everybody jump in, hang on. Yes. Wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee hills. Ain't no smog and smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bills. Once I had a girl on Rocky Top, half bear, the other half cat. Wild as a mink, but sweet as soda pop, I still dream about that. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Once two strangers climbed up Rocky Top looking for a moonshine still. Strangers ain't come down from Rocky Top, reckon they never will. The corn won't grow at all on Rocky Top, dirt's too rocky by far. That's why all the folks on Rocky Top get their corn from a jar. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Play that banjo. That's fast. Got anybody from Tennessee in the house? I've had years of cramped up city life, trapped like a duck in a pen. All I know that it's a pity life can't be simple again. Rocky Top, you'll always be home, sweet home to me. Good old Rocky Top, Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Yeah, I can play it, but not quite that fast. Oh my goodness, man, we're having fun tonight. You guys came out with some good ones. Oh, let's do a little Louisiana. You gotta say Louisiana on this one. Louisiana woman, Mississippi man. Me and Conway Twitty and Loretta Lynn. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man.
we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much love and there's a Mississippi heart. Who sings that one?
Louisiana heart.
I've heard of that. I'll see the alligator all waiting nearby. Sooner or later, you know I'm gonna try. When she waves from the bank, don't you know I know it's good. By fishing line, see you a while ago. with a Louisiana woman waiting on the other side. The Mississippi River don't look so wide. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Sing it, Loretta.
Well, I thought I'd be in love, but I never had till I was wrapped in the arms of a Mississippi man. When he holds me close, it feels almost like another hurricane just ripped the
I
coast.
knew it sounded familiar.
If he can't come to me, I'm gonna go to him. That Mississippi River, Lord, I'm
Oh.
gonna swim.
Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
and we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Well, that Mississippi River, Lord, is 1 mile wide, and I'm gonna get me to the other side.
Mississippi man, I'm losing my mind. Gotta have your loving one more time.
I'm gonna jump in the river, and here I go. Too bad, alligator, you swim too slow. Hey, Louisiana woman,
Mississippi man,
we get together every time we can. The Mississippi River can't keep us apart. There's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
too much love in this Louisiana heart.
There's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Hey. Now, somebody needs to tell me, is Hazard County fictional? I know it was in the TV show, but is there a Hazard County? If so, which state is it in? Somebody look it up for me. And just the good old boys never meaning no harm. That beats all you never saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born. Straightening the curves, yeah, flattening the hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. And making their way the only way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Woo! Lots of Kentucky. Holly, I thought you had to put them kids to bed. I'm not going much longer anyway. Making their way the only way they know how. Yeah, that's just a little bit more than the law will allow. I'm a good old boy. You know my mama loves me, but she don't understand. I keep showing my hands and not my face on TV. Oh, see that spring break. Oh, is it on spring break? Never mind. I got nothing else to say about that one. Howdy, kid. Oh, we're going to do three more songs. Here's one about Bakersfield, California. I came here looking for something I couldn't find anywhere else. Hey, I'm not trying to be nobody. I just want a chance to be myself. Spent 1,000 miles of thumb and 2 weeks of spring break. Wow. Yes, I've worn blisters on my heels, trying to find me something better here on the streets of Bakersfield. Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Some cool music. Spent some time in San Francisco. I spent a night there in the can. They threw this drunk man in my jail cell. I took $15 from that man, left him my watch and my old house key. Don't want folks thinking that I steal. Then I thanked him as I was leaving and headed out for Bakersfield. Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like me. Say you care less how I feel. But how many of you could sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? But how many of you that sit and judge me ever walk the streets of Bakersfield? All right, our last two songs of the evening coming up are about Texas. This one's about Amarillo, one of my favorite George Strait songs here. Then we'll finish up with an Alabama song about Texas by the group Alabama. Gets confusing. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. You got this, Andrew. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. Well, I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I've got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo is where I'll be. All right, folks. Thank you so much for joining me this evening. We're going to do one more song and close it out. I realize it's been over a month since I did one of these, and that's too long for me. I don't want to go more than 2 or 3 weeks, but it's kind of a busy semester, busy time of the year for me. But we'll try to get as many of these in as we can. I thought, kind of like the theme tonight, songs about some different places. You guys came in, as you always do, with some excellent suggestions that I didn't even think of. You had me singing Reba McEntire and everything else. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good rest of the evening and a great week, and we'll be seeing you soon. How about a little, if you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. Change the key here. If you're going to play in Texas, you got to have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bow for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. Thank you, Miss Holly. I appreciate your support as always. I remember down in Houston, we were putting on a show when a cowboy in the back stood up and yelled, "Cotton Eye Joe." He said, "We love what you're doing. Now, boys, don't get us wrong. There's just something missing in your song. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bow for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band." So we dusted off our boots and put our cowboy hats on straight. Then Texas raised the roof when Jeff opened up his case. He said, "We'll all want a two-step. You say you want a do-si-do. Well, here's a fiddling song before we go. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bow for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bow for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. That lead guitar is hot, but not for a Louisiana man. So rosin up that bow for faded love and let's all dance. If you're gonna play in Texas, you gotta have a fiddle in the band. I can't roll my R. Oh yeah. Might as well finish off with a bang. Thank you so much, folks.